Ready, ready. 10 Tucson.
Coming. Two times. Four down. Alert.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, McCormick. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. I'm not sure exactly what they had planned for play number 1 from scrimmage, but I can guarantee it wasn't that interception.
No doubt about that one, because in their daydream, this was going to be a dream play to get things started. Instead, it turned into a nightmare for them.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And now running right through it. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they're in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. 2 carries for him now on the opening drive, both for good yardage.
And based on film study, they thought that there was a chance to spring him more than once for some pretty good yardage in this game.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Eluding the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
I got you, boy.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's a 2nd and 7. It's Kelsey on the ground. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, McCormick. He's got it to Williams. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Darrell Henderson, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
Ready, break.
Mark 55, Mark 55.
Yes. Watch the curl. Haywood.
55, check, 55, Mike. All day, just like that, just like that.
Throwing again. McCormick throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down.
This is where his eyes told him everything he needed to know. As a linebacker, when you're sitting at the 2nd level and you can see everything in front of you, that play just developed right in front of him, and he got there in a hurry and made a really nice play.
They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10.
Single.
Looking to throw. McCormick. And this is going to be incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision...
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
So the next time we leave one of those coaches' meetings and we're walking out in the hall and you're like, how come we spend so much time talking about special teams?
Here you go. This is why.
This is why, right? And then look, I'm right there with you. We hear it every time we meet with coaches, but it is a big part of it. And look at how early in the game this occurs. They block a kick, and not only does it set a tone, it sends a message for the rest of the game.
Yeah, so a battle for it, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter one of the new year. We'll be back. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, McCormick, complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. They'll get 4 out of that, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Fielded just inside the 20. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And again this time to the tailback. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. And they have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
First down. Hey, man. Watch the boot.
From the 50, it's Watson. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 7-yard gain that gets him back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Watson now to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going, and still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Henderson will try and run for the first. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs. And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Well, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch, just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun. McCormick nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin White with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. To throw is Watson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that in. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. He's picked off at his own 46. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. On the draw, this is Henderson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, McCormick. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Here's Watson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on third? From the gun, here's Watson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash, this from 33. And his kick is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
On first down, it's Watson. Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know the securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Put the boy down, he's coming. He's checking, he's checking.
Let it blow, let it blow, let it blow.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Watch the curl, watch the curl. Bang, 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 bang. And 55.
Watson just beating the play clock. Flush to his right. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Now Watson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. In for the score. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. Deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 35-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Watson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He'll buy some time right. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
Now a pass, and it's complete to QT. And he's able able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, McCormick. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again, McCormick. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On 1st down, McCormick. Got an open man. It's QT. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Henderson. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Again, it's Henderson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Back to throw. McCormick. This is caught. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. On 4th down, McCormick.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 50, the 40, 30, 20, 10, 5, and nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
No, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at it, teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep them from going all the way.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. From the gun, McCormick. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. To throw on 2nd down, McCormick. Well, this is caught by Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. Looking to throw. McCormick finding Williams once more, complete. Williams loses the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talk about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Boom! That's how we do it. That's how we do it.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down. Operating from the gun, McCormick. That's taken in by Henderson. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's fourth down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Henderson going to run for it. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
A throw over the middle taken in. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. First and 5. Now they'll run it on the toss. Call it a gain of a couple there as it'll leave them with a second and just 3. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Check 56. I'm coming.
Out of the gun, Watson. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a fourth down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on fourth down. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week? And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. After the interception, here's Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hudson. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football and be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No,
and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great effort there, with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. On third down, here's Henderson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, and now I'm listening to you. So for Cleveland, it'll be a happy trip home as they start the season with a road victory. The road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks.